Hello everybody. So I'm here, I'm back. I'm going to give you an update as to what I'm doing, where I'm at in my off season. I also have some frequently asked questions that I want to do. And I've written them down with a pen because I'm a pro. And also I only have one camera, so my phone has to be the camera. Anyway, let's start. Cheat meals. So my cheat meals differ. Okay, before I even start talking, this is all personally me. I'm not telling you to do something. This is all my personal experience and what I do and what I find works. I work with a lot of athletes, a lot of clients, and I tell them everyone is different. So please remember that, it's all completely dependent on you, your personal goals, this, that, and the other. So for me, when I'm in my off season, and when I'm prepping, cheat meals are different. So I will still have cheat meals when I'm prepping. I will have them pretty much up until about 4 weeks out. So my cheat meals whilst I'm prepping are meals. So I don't tend to have any sweet stuff. So a good example will be I'll have burger and chips, or I have a chicken curry. So just that, and then straight back to normal. My off season, I will have burger and chips, chicken and curry, but then I'll also have some ice cream. I might have a cake pudding, something like that. I don't drink alcohol, so I don't have to factor that in, so I can just eat more cake. So that's pretty much the difference. What I am trying to do, and I haven't done it yet, I'm not going to lie, you know how I keep it real. I haven't really stuck on plan yet for my off season. So it's been 5 weeks and I'm still struggling to stick on to my plan every day. And that's okay. I'm cool about it. I know it will happen. I'm just giving my body some time to readjust, I say it's been 5 weeks here, but really I've been prepping for God knows how long. Because I did do quite a few, I did 3 shows. So obviously, the time I was dieting versus 5 weeks of being out of a show, you understand what I'm saying. So my goal at the moment, Monday to Friday, I eat on plan. All my food is prepped. All my food is weighed out and it's tracked, and I know exactly what I'm doing. What I will say as well is that the food that I'm eating is enough to feed a small family. I am eating a lot, so I know that it's not hunger that I'm not eating it. It's just I just don't want to eat sweet potato and chicken. So that's where I'm at with that. So my plan going forward is Monday to Friday, stick to that. Friday night, fajita Friday. But again, that's nothing bad. That's just volume, more carbohydrates. It's more carb heavy than what I would be used to. But so I'm going to do that on Friday night. Saturday, I will eat well throughout the day and have my cheat meals, so burger and chips, ice cream, whatever. I might have a frappuccino. And then Sunday will be another day where it is chilled, but it won't be crazy. So I want to have like a roast dinner and not stress that I've had an extra 10 grams of gravy or something like that. So that's the plan. So Monday to Friday is very locked in. I know exactly what I'm doing, and the weekends are just chilled. Not crazy, not binging, chilled. When I get to that stage, I'll let you know. But that's the plan anyway, and I will get there. It's just some adjustment period now. So that's cheat meals. So yes, so when I'm prepping, I'm still having cheat meals. So obviously make sure the benefits of cheat meals are, I could go on, and it's going to be another video that turns into 500 minutes. But very beneficial for you to have your cheat meals. So even when you're dieting, please make sure that you are still having cheat meals. And cheat meals could be anything. It's just an excess of calories. So it could be a salad, but you would have to have a hell of a lot of salad, but to boost your metabolism. Next question I get all the time. What mascara do you use? I use this mascara. One by One by Maybelline. It's actually been discontinued, which sucks. I found some in my local Sainsbury's and I bought about 10 of them. And now I can't find it anywhere. So if you know a good mascara, please let me know. What's the goal? Oh, so what's my goal for competing? What am I doing next year? What are my plans? So obviously, again, this is all very personal, but I lay it out there. You know, I've said to you guys before, and if you follow me, you know, it wasn't easy for me this year. I really didn't have a good run of things. I didn't get any of the results that I wanted to. I felt ill. I struggled, and it was all very hard. It was very hard for me. And it made me not enjoy competing. And I really felt very, what's the point? And it's fine if you struggle, but the benefits far outweigh the struggle. But this year I felt quite the opposite. I felt like I was struggling, but then I wasn't, what's the point? Did I actually, do you know what I mean? I know that sounds a bit strange, but I kind of felt like, well, maybe if I won, then I could kind of go, okay, but I didn't. And, you know, and then I'm kind of thinking, because it is such a subjective sport, I can't go in it with just that desire to win alone. You know, I have to go in it with the improvement of myself, my physique, myself mentally, my growth as an athlete and as a human. So I kind of just felt a bit over it, to be honest. I kind of was like, well, and I don't want to feel like that. And if I do ever feel like that, then I'm not going to compete, because I don't want, you know, what's the point? Another thing that I'll say is that whenever I do those posts, you know, those very sort of open posts about binging post-show and the struggles, I get an overwhelming amount of people message me privately and publicly. And a lot of people that message me privately are athletes. And all of them say pretty much along the same lines, going through the exact same thing. I can't stand the way I look. I cry every night. I can't control myself around food. Blah, 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 blah. You know, thank you for being real, and thank you for speaking out. And it's kind of like, it just made me at that one split second think, my goodness, if we are all hating this, you know, we're all struggling, we're all exacerbating this yo-yo dieting lifestyle, and you know, and then even when you win, sometimes you actually come off stage and you go, oh, now what? But so when is the point where we say, hang on a minute, this is enough and I feel good? And I think there is very few of us that compete that have a really good balance. I know a couple of people that they astonish me. You know, they're kind of like, well, I look good. I'm never going to win a show, but I look good. I feel good. I love the process. And that's me. Hats off to you, because I could never be like that. I'm in it to win it, and that's all I want to do. And it's very hard if you are like that. But if you have the whole, I'm doing it because I really enjoy it. It's great to show my clients that I can get in shape. It's, you know, and I feel good and I look good and everything, it's fine. That's such a healthier way to be. And I think the problem is that, you know, it's such a competitive sport, you know, with others, with yourself. It's very hard to actually find that, oh, I'm just going to enjoy it. Because, well, no, we all want to win. So it's a very strange thing, and I don't really know where I'm getting at with this. But I want to bring it back to what I'm doing next year. I must admit, and I've said to you before, and I still, you know, feel quite emotional about things. I think next year, again, I'm not making any rash decisions. I did feel like I did want to stop, at least for a while. Now, you know, assessing things and looking at plans going forward, I want to compete next year. I want to qualify for the British, and I want to go into the British looking absolutely killer. I want to feel good. I want to look good. I want to not rebound post-show, and I just want to enjoy competing. And then afterwards, if I can say that was good, I'm enjoying it, great. If not, there is no point me competing anymore. It was such a struggle this year, and it's just so mentally draining, physically draining, and it takes so much time. You know, you're taking years of your life where you're constantly focused about how you look, and oh, you know, so I've got to put on this amount of muscle, and oh, but wait, I've got to diet down until I can see it, and then that's going to take about 4 months, and then right, okay, and then so next year, and it's very exhausting. And I'm painting it in a bit of a bad light, I suppose, but it's just how I feel, and what I see. So you just have to be very thick-skinned and just know why you're doing it. And I think if you know why you're doing it, you're fine. You know, you tend not to get as lost. You can stay focused with it. And also, you know, I'm 27. I'm newly married. You know, I want to think about having kids at some point, and you know, and like I said, competing takes years from you, and it's something that I just think, well, if I keep focused and I keep trying to chase, you know, this whole competition lifestyle and this, that, and the other, you know, I'm going to leave it later and later, and you know, it kind of boils down to what's more important. And to be honest, I just want to feel good. I just want to have a really good balance in my life. And I think, you know, there's a lot of people that I follow and I look up to that have stopped competing for that reason, because they just could not get a balance. And now they're just amazing, you know. They're being really healthy, really happy. They're very positive. They don't feel deprived. They just enjoy life. They enjoy training. And that's what I want, ultimately. So yeah, so next year I'm going to kill it, and I'm going to give it everything I've got, and then I'll assess how I feel. Again, you know, I've had a bit of a rubbish year in terms of competing. I didn't do as well as I wanted to, so of course I'm sure if it was a different outcome I might say something different. So it's just a personal view, really. That was a bit deep and a bit long, wasn't it? But yeah, so that's where I'm at. Oh, another question. Where do I get my bands from? In my training videos. I get them everywhere. So I get them from expos, I get them from eBay, Amazon, all different types of bands. I tend to get bands that are in packs because they all have different resistance. So sometimes you want a really thick band, you know, especially if you're working with trying to do thrusts or pull-ups, you want a thick, heavy, supportive band. Or you might want a thinner band if you're trying to work on your strength to progress in pull-ups, or, you know, so that's the reason I like to get them in packs. And also I use mine for my clients, so obviously they have different strengths and whatnot. Yeah, so basically that's it. I went on a bit of a tangent with that other question, but I think it's just very important to know why you're doing something and make sure that you're happy, because life is far too short. So yeah, so I hope you guys are good. I hope you're training well, and you're keeping positive and you're just killing it. And I'll do you guys another update video soon, and maybe not go so deep and hardcore. Right, thank you guys.